Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Constance Jones. Let's head on over to Joanne Feldman in the Fox 5 Storm Center to talk a little bit about our forecast. We're halfway through that week.
Right, and so far we've had some pretty good rain across the area.
Time now is 9:08 this morning, and former President George H.W. Bush is back in the hospital this morning. Doctors say he came down with a mild case of pneumonia on Friday, but thankfully they've been able to treat it. Now, family spokesperson says that Bush was admitted on Friday due to a persistent cough that kept him from resting properly. Well, construction of the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium is now 26 days behind schedule. Now, we learned yesterday that that's all because of additional steel work that needs to be done at the roof. Atlanta United was scheduled to play at the new stadium on July 30th, but of course it will not be ready. So instead, the game will be played on the 29th at Bobby Dodd Stadium. The new opening date for Mercedes-Benz Stadium is now set for August 26.
The special election for the 6th Congressional District ends in a runoff.
Yeah, Democrat Jon Ossoff and former Secretary of State Karen Handel will now square off the June 20th election to see who's going to fill that seat. Good Day's Mark Teichner is now live in DeKalb County with all the details this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, guys. And
New this morning, police are looking for the gunman who sprayed a woman's home with bullets in southeast Atlanta.
The overnight gunfire happened on the same street where a man was killed just last month in Good Day's Marissa. The man accused of starting a fire that caused the collapse of Interstate 85 has been granted bond. Yeah,
during a hearing yesterday, the judge told Basil Ellaby that he could get out on a $10,000 consent signature bond. Now, the judge imposed several more conditions on Ellaby. He is not allowed to have any contact with the witnesses, and he also has to enter a drug treatment program while he's awaiting trial. Ellaby also has to stay at least 1,000 yards from the site of that collapse.
Opening day at the new Mercedes. Katie, thank you. Authorities say a man wanted for the murder of a security guard set out to kill as many white people as he could.
39-year-old Corey Muhammad was arrested shortly after he gunned down 3 men in the streets of downtown Fresno. Now, police say that the suspect told them that he hates white people. All the victims were Caucasian men between the ages of 34 to 58 years old.
To catch the man now called the Facebook killer.
Steve Stevens became the subject of a nationwide manhunt after he posted a video to Facebook that showed him killing a 74-year-old man. Good Day's Ron Gant now joins us with the latest on the
information in the coming days. So the whole thing's just tragic.
Yeah, a lot of people on social media is thinking that McDonald's worker, although it's not confirmed yet, there was a lot of memes and stuff. It was quick thinking for sure.
Mark Zuckerberg weighing in on this as well,
absolutely.
from Facebook's standpoint too. So, all right, thanks a lot, Ron.
All right, thanks, Ron. Our time now is 8:17 this morning, and the CEO of United Airlines says that no one will be fired for last week's dragging incident.
A California high school is going to great lengths to keep rats out of the classrooms. This after multiple videos surfaced online of a rat making itself right at home among the desks to help solve the problem.
And when there's one, there's probably more.
Probably not. Yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine taking a test and then a rat runs by?
Might be a little distracting. Hopefully everybody gets an A in that situation.
Yes, I would hope so. All right, our time now is 8:18 this morning, and coming
this morning for an email it's sent to runners in this year's Boston Marathon.
Yeah, the shoe company sent out an email with the title, "Congratulations, you survived the Boston Marathon." Yeah, this comes just 4 years after the deadly bombings at the race. Adidas has apologized, but it remains to be seen if that will be enough. And you would think someone from their PR department would catch that, you know.
I understand it, but also to survive 26.2 miles, I mean, it is a survival in itself too for runners. It's such a sense of, I did it. So I see it from both sides, but yeah, I guess they need to be sensitive to a situation.
Yeah, maybe just way to go, you know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, an unusual food crisis in Japan. They're suffering from an extreme potato chip shortage at the station.
I know, because they're pretty expensive for a bag of chips out here.
Thinking about maybe exporting potato chips to Japan.
That's a side business. Buck, you're always coming up with good business ideas.
You know. Anyway, all right, 8:30. All right, if wedding bells are in your near future, you might want to consider inviting some guests from the Northeast. That's because people from there are more than twice as likely to spend big on a wedding gift.
That's good to know. According to a Bankrate.com survey, 30% of those who were surveyed say typically gifts for close friends, they spend about $200. And for coworkers or distant relatives, 46% of them in the Northeast spend at least $100.
As
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I wish when I got married 10 years ago, I would have invited my New York friends because
Yeah.
I got married pretty young and I got $25 gift cards, so I was nowhere close to what some of these
Wow.
other folks were giving. But married
Renew your
young.
vows and invite them to that.
I know, yeah, good idea, Buck.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm expecting gifts from all you guys.
I think at the end